Exercise Resolute Warrior 25 marked MNBLVA's largest deployment beyond a DOTC military base, demonstrating the ability to project combat power, maintain command and control, and sustain operations in urban and rural environments. MNBLVA includes personnel from over one-third of NATO member states. Carisoprodol is used in some countries as a muscle relaxant and it has sedative effects similar to benzodiazepines. It is not authorized for sale in Canada. In light of evidence of its misuse and diversion in other countries, these new regulations will ensure that law and border enforcement continue. Bruce Vanjoy, Member of Parliament for Carleton, on behalf of the Honourable Stephen Guilbeault, Minister of Canadian Identity and Culture and Minister responsible for official languages, will announce infrastructure improvement investments along the Rideau Canal National Historic Site. A brief media. Funding is now available for eligible organizations in the region through the Black Entrepreneurship Program Ecosystem Fund. Black entrepreneurs are driving innovation, creating jobs, and building a stronger, more inclusive Canadian economy. To help them take their businesses to the next level, the Go! Today, the Honourable Recky Valdez, Minister of Women and Gender Equality and Secretary of State, issued the following statement in celebration of Women's Entrepreneurship Day. Our government believes that all women deserve the opportunity to participate, lead and thrive. Their increased partnership. Federal investment enriches tourism offerings and supports community events in the region. Tourism offerings are essential to regional economic growth. Today, Guillaume Deschênes-Thériault, Member of Parliament for Madawaska-Restigouche, on behalf of the Honourable Sean Fraser, Minister of Justice in Ottawa, Ontario, the Honourable François-Philippe Champagne, Minister of Finance and National Revenue, will deliver remarks to highlight high-tech cooperation between Canada and Sweden at the Ericsson Research and Development Facility in Ottawa. He will be accompanied by Ebba Bush, Deputy Prime Minister. Today, at the Spacebound 2025 conference, the Honourable Melanie Joly, Minister of Industry and Minister responsible for Canada Economic Development for Quebec regions, made the historic announcement that Canada will increase its investment to European Space Agency programs by $528.5 million. This in. Yesterday, the Honourable David McGuinty, Minister of National Defence, hosted a roundtable discussion with venture capital stakeholders to help advance Canada's forthcoming defence industrial strategy. Participants discussed how best to mobilize innovation, finance, and industry in the service of SOV. Today, the Honourable François-Philippe Champagne, Minister of Finance and National Revenue, introduced Bill C-15 Budget 2025 Implementation Act, No. 1, an important first piece of legislation to advance key Budget 2025 Canada's strong priorities. Amid all the change and disruption happening in the war, Canadians are committed to living in a safe and healthy environment. Environment and Climate Change Canada enforcement officers work across the country to ensure that companies and citizens respect the laws that protect our lands and natural resources to preserve their sustainability for future generations. The injured inmate was evaluated by staff members and transported to an outside hospital to receive treatment. The Blackville detachment of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police and the institution are presently investigating the incident. The assailant has been identified, and the appropriate actions H. This project will retrofit the existing parking lot at 7120 Hurontario Street, one of Peel Region's corporate offices. It will enhance the site's climate resilience and environmental performance by incorporating innovative green infrastructure elements, including stormwater tree trenches, bioretention. Kameshtashtan, a cultural landscape located in northern Labrador, is representative of the profound and immeasurable importance of the Innu homeland known as Nitassinan for the Mushua Innu. For generations, Mushua Innu families have lived in and followed the network of travel routes that pass through. The Online Streaming Act, which amended the Broadcasting Act, requires the CRTC to modernize Canada's broadcasting framework and ensure that online streaming services make meaningful contributions to Canadian and Indigenous content. Because this work is complex and involves many interconnected pieces, the CRTC is taking another step forward to implement the Modernized Broadcasting Act by updating the definition of Canadian content for television and online streaming services. The Act requires the CRTC to modernize Canada's broadcasting framework and ensure that online streaming services make meaning. The Honourable Melanie Joly, Minister of Industry and Minister responsible for Canada Economic Development for Quebec Regions, will deliver remarks and participate in an armchair discussion with Ebba Busch, Deputy Prime Minister of Sweden. Time 9:50 am. Location, Ottawa, Ontario. Due to limited space. This week marks National Addictions Awareness Week, a time to listen, to learn, and to support those affected by substance use and addiction. The theme this year is Anchoring Hope. Addiction is not a choice. Like any other health issue, people experiencing addiction deserve compassion and care. Ahead of UN World Children's Day, marked on November 20th, we, the representatives of the International Coalition for the Return of Ukrainian Children, emphasize that every child has the inalienable right to live in safety, with their family, and in their homeland. This right, enshrined in international. Minister McGuinty and Minister Johnson will exchange greetings and take photos before their bilateral meeting. Notes for media. The Icebreaker Collaboration Effort Pact is a trilateral agreement between Canada, Finland, and the United States to enhance our collective capabilities to produce world-class icebreaking vessels needed to assert our polar and Arctic sovereignty. With the second-largest icebreaking fleet in the world,